Welcome, Cancer, to Bee's Portal Tarot. Today we're going to do the special spread of the week, which is the self-love spread. I thought it was a very good idea to do the spread for all signs because it was going to be totally beneficial, and who doesn't need some self-love? Anyways, I have meditated on your energies, lit a candle to invite our spirits and divine energies, pre-shuffled the cards, but we will give them a toss-up and a cut. And then we'll get started, as well as we'll say a quick prayer, and then we'll begin, Cancer. Okay, so please take what energies resonate with you and claim them for yourself, which do not toss back to the universe. They're meant for someone else. It's all right. Divine angels and guardians, guide my hand by yours alone. Let this reading be true and sound. Divine angels and guardians, with me always by my side. I pray for guidance and for sight. Protect me with your golden light. The cards are shuffled, the cards are dealt, the door is open, the power is felt. Let me see with open eyes, speak the truth, tell no lies. When the future is revealed, until nothing more is concealed. Remember, the future is not yet set in stone, so divine angels and guardians, I welcome messages from your ranks. For your guidance and wisdom, I give my thanks. So be it. All right, Cancer. So, I'm going to get the Sun and Rising sign, Cancer. Energies for self-love spread. Okay, Sun and Rising sign, Cancer. Energy for the self-love spread. Okay, we're going to give them a cut here. Sun and Rising sign, Cancer. All right, card 1 is going to represent what should you, Cancer, learn to love? What should Cancer learn to love? What should Sun and Rising sign of Cancer learn to love? What should Sun and Rising sign of Cancer learn to love? What should Sun? Oh, 2 energies out for what you should learn to love, so we'll take that. That's going to be the center of our heart there. Okay, energy 2 is what do people love about Cancer? What do people love about Sun and Rising sign of Cancer? What do people love about Cancer? Okay, I got card 2. Alright, card 3 is going to represent why Cancer needed this spread. Why Cancer needed this spread. Sun and Rising sign of Cancer. Why did Cancer need this spread? Why did Cancer, Sun and Rising sign need this spread? Okay. Card 3. Card 4 is what is blocking Cancer? Okay. There's your 4. Push that up a little bit. That can go there. Okay, 5 is what can Cancer do to overcome the block? What can Cancer do to overcome the block? Sun and Rising sign of Cancer. What can I use? Okay, I saw it flip. Alright, and last one out is what is Cancer's future love goal? Okay, that was really weird. Okay, so here we go. Your card out. There's your future love goal. On the bottom of the deck, you got to be fair in reverse. Okay, check that out a little bit later. Now we're going to grab your divine mermaid messages. Sound a little silly, but they have profound healing to them. So check it out, or don't, up to you. Mermaid messages for self-love for Sun and Rising sign of Cancer. Okay. Sun and Rising sign of Cancer. What are their self-love mermaid messages? other self-love messages? Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer. What are their self-love messages? Oh, I got two in. Okay, we'll go through it one more time. What are moving messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer? There we go. Okay, so you got 3 of those out. We'll take a look at those after. We're going to get your spirit, Archangel Spirit message. So it's going to be done a little different. We're going to shuffle, cut, draw. Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer. What is the Archangel Spirit message? Okay. And we're going to draw. Set over there. Then we are going to grab your same thing, White Light Oracle, shuffle, cut, draw. What is our White Light Oracle message? Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer regarding self-love. Okay. And draw. So these cards are going to go in the middle of the spread. Okay. And then we're going to grab your angel message lastly. Same thing out. Shuffle, cut, draw. Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, Cancer. What is that? Whoa. Unless we end up with a bunch on the deck. On the floor, I mean. Sun, Moon, Rising Sign of Cancer. What is their angel message at this time? All right. I don't know if you can get, you can pretty get a good grasp of what we're going on over here. Okay. So, let's get started without further ado, Cancer. I'm just going to grab a quick drink now. Sorry about that. All right. First card out is Building Blocks in Reverse. All right, Cancer. Why are you building blocks in reverse? What the heck is going on? So that is card 28. But this is what you should learn to love. I promise I can talk and we will get through this. But this is okay, so it's about strong foundations and a beautiful work in progress. But when it's a reverse, it'll come with a protection message. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you choose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement have entered into this is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You're going to be happy when you do, Cancer. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life, and that is far better than your imagination. So don't be afraid to place what isn't solid in your building blocks, right? Don't want to be that Jenga tower. Build them so you're good for good. And that's what you need to learn to love, right? Is just that. Wow. And the other one you got out is also in the protection message form, and it's a fork in the road, number 13. So, you had a fork in the road, a crossroads for you, my dear Cancer. And you're not the only sign. So, as a fellow water sign, I will tell you that it is time for you to take a little bit of a different look at it. So this is indecision. It is extremely frustrating and it's going to lead you to anxiety, loss, confusion, At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to any spirit, anything, for which you must, by not making a choice, you are making a choice, for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. So if you don't make it, you will get through it. But try to embrace this lesson. Okay, Cancer? Try hard to embrace that lesson. What do people love about you, Cancer? Clean it up. Number 21, it is in the prosperity form. So that's a good thing. All right, so this is getting to the core of a situation. And that's one thing people love about you, Cancer. Your freedom from a burden, cleaning house and sweeping away what is no longer needed. Have you ever felt so bogged down and with emotional shit and gunk that you can't think straight? Yeah, I bet. Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home, or too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean your house? Clean it up. Clean it up, Cancer, clean it up. So every item out of place, every item out of place is nature's way at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack or taking up energetic space, every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now it's time for yourself by energetically cleaning the house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you, okay? In relationships, time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that the spring breeze essentially can flow through with a new energy. It's a perfect time to do some inventory on your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship, right? Everyone brings some baggage, so sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered with your relation, and your relationship's gonna flourish, okay? Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, getting organized is what this symbol is representing, okay? It means when it comes to your work, making time for yourself, it's a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll be more prosperous if you do so. And that's one thing people love about you, is your ability to say no and be like, this shit is not helping me right now and I don't need it. Okay? Card 3 is why you needed this spread. Tick-tock. Your clock is tick-tocking. Okay? That's why. So, this is telling me that, yeah, it is absolutely tick-tocking. You're ready, your time. This is why you needed this spread, because it's timeless, divine timing, and immeasurable time. When humans created time, everything changed and it was contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. But what if it isn't true at all, okay? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in the glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire, Cancer. So release your agenda, let go of your need to shape each moment to the expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. In love, this would represent the fulfillment of desire. And even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable, so some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart, Cancer, in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. Pretty cool, eh? Your prosperity is created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the ethereal efforts of your most important manifestation, partner, spirit, and in divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing, stay positive, and make a commitment to remain in a high vibrational thought and feeling. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. And that's what all the fuss about having not enough time. The prosperous life that is yours is never going to pass you by. And that's why you needed this spread, Cancer. What is blocking you, Cancer? Deep knowing. 43. What is deep knowing in your mind there, Cancer? What do you want to deeply know about? You're up to, and being a water sign, I know exactly. You're all up in your head. But this is an intuition card, and listening to the oracle that's within you, empathy and hypersensitivity. This is intuition in the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source. The consciousness that you're a part of but can't see with the naked eye, obviously. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate through their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told, Cancer. The deep knowing allows you to open the door to the wisdom far greater than it's available in the limitations of what you thought was possible. You're given information that makes no sense whatever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune it in, trust your vibes, they're going to be right, ask and you'll receive the answers from unusual places. In relationships, there are going to be occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and you suddenly, out of the blue, and you're connected at a level impossible to describe. The feeling marks a moment in time etched undeniably into your soul. Someone's entered your life who will instrumentally play in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is a sign that this is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. So if you have an intuition about it's correct, trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is going to happen. This is a time when your hunches are going to pay large dividends if you listen to them. Take the risk and act. Within you, there's an oracle consciousness, a higher, deeper knowing that transcends and machines the smaller mind, thinking mind, right? At the deep level of your intuitive senses. So you have an access point of genius, of the collective, the energies of all thinkers, creators, all inventors, all leaders, all that you need in order to leap into success are available to you. This is an act of listening intently past the busy mind. Your genius will wait for you. And that's what's blocking you. You need to get past your mind, right? You have to get out of your limitations and start taking those calculated risks. What you can do to overcome the block? Buy the book. 11. Holy crap. Isn't this? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anyways, 11 is, it's abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural family customs, universal laws. The universe is going to work within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides framework for human existence and evolution, right? So the law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. But these principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Humans, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. The law keeps social order and governs behavior, reflecting instinctively in the understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them. Rather than being the rebel and floating through them, when this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal laws, correct disharmony. Open your eyes to universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Prosperity in relationships, this is getting along with others, entails understanding and respecting who they become as a result of the environment, culture, or experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. At this time, you can expect a return in your investment. Whatever you've pursued, it will dream, and you've long cherished a skill that you've cultivated, or a service that you're called to is going to come to you. And if you're willing to go by the book, you don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who've already achieved the things you're striving for, and you can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitments to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience is going to tempt you to cut corners, so get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works, and you're always going to attract abundance, and that is what you need to overcome the block, and what you're going to embrace for love in the future. Regeneration. And if that isn't a hello, you need to be paying attention card, I don't know what it is. So this regeneration is about rebirth, second chances, and opportunities. Second chances are available to you. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead and are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you have perceived as a failure or loss is now going to possibly be replaced by something better, more powerful, growing in its place. The rebirth is assured to step into a new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. The world is based on connections with relationships, no matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now. Death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. So now is the time when you will see the evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising to greet you. So what happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson, Cancer? The understanding that arises in the difficulties, like a seed that lies dormant for like ever. Then once it germinates in your subconscious, it puts you through your awareness. It's coming apparent that there is a new you, Cancer, a new start, a more powerful version that in form of what you began to plant in your garden so much long ago. You are ripe for success, and new opportunities better than the ones that you had before appear like gifts from the literal gods at this point. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell in the past, because you are already experiencing a rebirth, Cancer. So let it go and rebirth those energies. Mermaid messages. Sea gardens. We mermaids tend underwater gardens filled with kelp and anemones, blooming with rare and exotic beauty. You have a garden to tend to, human child. Do not neglect creating something beautiful that has longed for your attention. Wow. And then you got Sea Priestess. We, the long-lived mermaids, knew you in another life when you were a sea priestess projecting the creatures of the ocean. A true friend to the mer beings. In return, we help you with a sacred mission this day. Ooh, the Mermaid's Chalice. We, the mermaids, offer you a chalice filled with the essence of the ocean's magic. Drink from the cup of the ocean and grail, and ready yourself to receive ancient wisdom and intuitive abilities, Cancer. Okay. Your spirit animal is goat. Act from your innate wisdom. Archangels Pyramid, Pan, and the god of nature. And hello. I don't know why we all struggle with this understanding that we have to. It wouldn't be terrible just to embrace the lessons that we have to learn. Why we always got to fight them all the time. It's crazy. And then later on, like, why did we fight them? I don't even know why. What was the purpose of it? No one knows. No one knows yet. We're just plugging along at this because it seems like a good idea. Anyways, when you choose, then this card comes to you. Your guidance is to be free and independent with the nurture of loving, caring family or opportunity. If you're gonna feel misunderstood, remember that you carry this wisdom inside you that others don't always recognize. Do some menial tasks that come your way. Gracious is this for your life purpose. You're invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. This is going to bring you much peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring. When you can do this, your essential wisdom is going to shine through. You will be acknowledged by those around you, and recognizing who you are, many is going to be drawn to your energy at that time. Who wouldn't? And the 5 of Cups, sadness. Okay, and that's from your angel guides. Ooh, sadness. So something's going to bring you sadness, I think, in recent is coming, but I think it's going to be a divine guided sadness that you're probably going to look back and be appreciative for. But this is loss or hurt and confusion. It's an emotional upheaval, leaving you feeling disappointed, sad, or confused. A relationship or friendship is out of balance, undermining your confidence. You might doubt the other person's motive and expectations. It could indicate misfortune that leads you to question your path. Know that the situation is temporary, Cancer. You're going to find your way through sadness. Avoid overthinking the situation. This may be a temporary glitch in a relationship or situation that still holds promise, so don't go rushing, bombarding, and ending. Vulva of Sidor is your message from White Light Oracle, number 30. Now, if you do want the healing process along with this card, feel free to message me in the comments, and I will be happy to provide that to you. Okay, now, your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life, and our world is way greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and consciousness, redirect of your inner energies toward what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you can contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. Okay, and even if our intentions are pure, believing we know what should happen to whom and when is the working of ego and not the soul. We want the best for all things, but we cannot know why their path is unfolding as it is, or why their soul needs to learn. Sidor is a practice of shadows and spellcasting, binding, and release, which could be used for higher purpose or personal gain. It dwells upon the borders of morality. The spiritual maturity of the practitioner will determine whether its effects are for good or for ill. This oracle advises us that good intentions are not enough to ensure the outcome of our efforts is beneficial. We need the wisdom that comes through surrendering into divine intelligence. With an awkward heart, it is possible to be a clear channel for spiritual light in this world, dedicating our soul talents to overcoming hate, divisiveness. Jesus. Traditionally, the practitioner of Sidor is a spiritual leader, and she would not work alone, but called upon community members to empower the practice. When we choose to align our actions with our heart truths, we become the spiritual birth mothers and founding fathers of the more spiritually advanced humanity. Tremendous creative power is generated when a group comes together in a focused practice. If you seek to work with others, beware of the potential, pause the potential, and proceed with integrity and care. The patron goddess is Sidor, Freya, the Norse goddess of insatiable appetite for pleasure, life, sensuality, the finer things of life, okay? She is also the goddess of war. Hence, she's not afraid to enter a battle with her love. Her husband, Odin, is associated with prophecy, inspiration, and ecstasy. When he's away, it is said that she weeps red gold tears. So no stranger to suffering or ecstatic pleasure, she is the divine vulva. She reminds humanity of both your innate spiritual power to embrace all life and inner spiritual resources, as we have made it through any difficulty without compromising your heart. She is one of the collective dreaming and doing. It's the ability to move in darkness, to become wise to your own potential, to become manipulative, controlling, and therefore negative, and to outsmart that by consciously choosing to bring love, freedom, and spiritness and passion, the hallmarks of Freya, into our lives. This message of this oracle is that you are going to be able to bring a positive influence into whatever situations or circumstances unfolding in your life. Dedicate yourself to goodness and believe in your power to affect positive change. Hope you like the self-love spread. Namaste.